Hey there DIYers, welcome back to the channel. Hey, today I'm going to tell you about my weed eater line feed problems, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to fix it. So let's get right to it. All right, so I have the straight shaft type of weed eater, weed whacker, or whatever you want to call it, trimmer that has just the screw-on type of spindle there. So the regular weed eater feed mechanism is the type where when you run out of line, you have to take this apart, you have to pull out the little inner spool thing and wind both sides of the cylinder and then feed it back through the line, and all while trying to keep that together, put the cap back on and go. And for as much yard as I have, and you can see it's like I weed eated all of this, and of course I've got a whole bunch all down along the fence, but it's just I've got a whole bunch to weed eat all the time. And it's crazy, you know, with all the rocks and stumps and different things that get in the way that can chop up my line, basically eat my line. I go through a lot of line pretty quick. So one thing I've done is, of course, I buy the spool to accommodate that. But they make these easy feed, quick load type of heads now, and the way they work is that when you run out of line, then you basically line these arrows up with the hole, and that in fact makes a clear chamber all the way through, so you can just run your line through. And so you run evenly amounts, like, you know, 10 feet on each side, and then you just simply rotate this, and you can see that that's pulling that in. So you just rotate it to feed it in. You don't have to take it apart. It makes it very easy. And these have been a lifesaver in that regard. But the one thing I've ran into is, because of the terrain that I use these on, it's not just like flat, all grass and perfect lawn where you're just weeding along the sidewalk or your drive and all that, to where this is just staying in the grass part. You know, again, I'm in all this very rocky. This is northern Georgia. We have a lot of limestone in the ground, and it's just there's rocks, just everything eats these up. So what's happened is, from you press down on that, and then it in essence lets out more line. And so what's happened is, every time this hits down, it's being, you know, the abrasion, even just, you know, you're using this to kind of ride along for your when you're cutting anyway. It's not like you have it up above and you're weed eating when it's just freestanding, because that would really tire you out. So this is riding on the ground pretty much all the time. So what's happening is that this plastic here, it wears down, and in essence wears a hole. It thins this plastic down so much, you can see all the you know, the abrasions on it. And so then it makes it so that it comes apart. And so let me go ahead and pull one of these apart so you can see the inside. All right, so we'll just pull one of these apart here real quick. Okay, so inside there is this spring that's what, you know, when you press down, that's what then pushes in and allows that to feed out. You can see that chamber there that I was talking about that feeds in, that you run it through. So anyway, I really love these, but the fact that they wear through, I've gone through 3 of these already, and just not even, it's been a year, and that's not really doing me so good. I have to, you know, keep stopping and swapping it out for the next one. And so they come as a 3-pack, at least with the one I bought it from. I think you can buy them in bigger bundles, but I got the 3-pack. It was like 20 bucks or so for the 3 of them. I'll put a link down below for that, because I highly recommend these. But because of this issue, I was like, okay, well, what can I do to keep this from happening? So I was thinking, well, I could get like a metal plate and I could glue it on and have that. But then I'm like, well, you know, the glue's probably gonna break free or whatever, and that's gonna cause a problem. So then I thought, well, you know what? Because the way this is made, I could literally drill a hole here and put a bolt through with a bigger washer, one that's, you know, bigger than this, and that would in essence solve my problem, because it would be riding on that bolt and the washer, and being that it's metal, that should last considerably a lot longer than just this plastic that wears through. So what I did, I found in my spare tools, found this really thick washer. Of course, I got a little bolt here with another little washer and nut. So what I plan on doing is, so I got a little washer on this bolt, so I'll put it through here on this, like that. I'm gonna drill a hole here and put that there. So as you can see with this old one, that will cover that area, and so then it won't wear through, right? So, and then of course I'll use this washer on the inside with the nut to secure it on that side, and I should be good. So let's go ahead and drill a hole and put this in and give it a try. Okay, got my hole. It's not quite big enough. Go through on that side with the washer and then the nut. Let's see. Actually, we'll put this on this side. Okay, one thing, it looks like that's not quite centered. That'll probably throw it off balance, so let me get that centered. Let me try to center that a little better. Okay, so now that is on there nice and taut. So now I can just reassemble this, get that snot back in there. Oops, forgot the spring. Yep, see the spring goes right over that, like it's not even there. Okay, it's all back together. So now this is what's gonna be hitting the bottom, and we should be good. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So put this in here. Alright, so I got that one off. We'll put this one on. This threads on just the opposite of most other things. So it's normally righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Well, this is lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. So, let's see. Get my screwdriver, pop in the hole. So make sure it's nice and tight. All right, so now we are good to go. Let's get this bad boy fired up and see what happens. I will test the feeding of it. Looks like it did expand out. Yep. Definitely putting out, so this is working good. Very good. I am pleased with that. And we'll look here at the bottom just to see. That's gonna serve me plenty of weed eating ventures. All right, so I think my little alteration there, look at that, I went to slick my hair back. I think my little alteration there is definitely gonna solve my issue. And I'm really happy that I was able to come up with a solution that was quick fix. I already had the parts here. It was that simple, but man, I tell you, I'll put the link below. Pick these up and then do that little alteration I did to mine. Actually, what I did, because for some reason it seems like with just the one spring in, it's very sensitive, so any little thing you hit, it wants to expand out line. So for me, it was like I was just bumping into stuff and it was feeding out line, and I was already had enough line, so then it was putting out too much line. It's a problem. So what I did was I doubled up. I took 2 springs and I put inside. A little tougher to get it closed, but once you get it closed, you're good. And then it snaps a little harder, but I might have to shorten the spring just slightly, but it needs more than 1 spring for my case anyway. So but this solved my problem, and I couldn't be happier, because man, I've got 13 acres of yard. Of course, I only mow about 4.5 of it, but the weed eating takes me a couple hours anyway. So anyway, if you like this video, please comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for upcoming videos, and until next time,